Hi guys, this is Miss Hart-Townsley, and according to the 3.04 assignment, you have to solve or predict the possible outcomes of a cross between two organisms with the genotypes of two traits. All right, and so I've already given you a tutorial when it's not a dihybrid cross, but now I've ran across a few of you who are having trouble with the dihybrid cross itself. Okay, and so when we have a dihybrid cross, we're looking at organisms that are hybrid for two traits. So let's pick, we'll go back to our brown and black fur. Okay, we're going to make brown dominant. We're going to make black the recessive trait. And then we also have long and short hair, or short fur. Long being dominant and short being recessive. And these are just arbitrary. I'm just making this up as I go. But when we are dealing with the dihybrid cross, remember both parents are going to be hybrid for both traits, okay, which means they have one dominant and one recessive for each trait. And we're going to cross that with another organism who is also hybrid for both traits. Okay, when we go to, and this is the issue that everybody's having, is figuring out what are the gametes that are possible in this cross. So we know that if that according to the principle of segregation, each organism is going to get two alleles or two forms of these genes in the crossing. So I know that I could get a big B and a big L, so I could get the dominant for both. So I'm going to put that over here. Let's just assume that this is the dad, so we'll put the male genotype over here. So I could get a big B and a big L, so dominant for both. I could get dominant for fur color and recessive for fur length. I could get a recessive for fur color and a dominant for fur length and recessive for both. Okay, these are the gametes. So since this is a male, you can imagine these are the possibilities of combinations that are found in the sperm. Okay, since this is the female, over here we're looking at the possibilities for the egg, and they are the same. I could get two dominants, a dominant for one, recessive for the other, recessive for one, dominant, or recessive for both. Right now I have a 16 square Punnett square. Okay, and so your job is to go through, you combine the different alleles, and you then can make an assessment on what the phenotype and genotype is of the offspring. So a couple helpful hints. I always put the dominant traits first. Okay, so actually here, we'll start here. Keep traits in order. Okay, so I'm always going to put fur color first, and then I'm always going to write the dominant allele first. If there's a dominant, I'm going to write it first. So let's take, for example, I'm going to go here to the third column and second row. Okay, so I'm still going to put that big B from the male. I'm going to put that in front, big L, little l. Okay, so just makes it easier. So now I've got fur color, fur length, and it's always written the same way. All right, there is a predictable phenotypic ratio for a dihybrid cross. The genotypic ratio, I know the quiz asks you for it. Remember genotypes or genotypic ratio. I'll take a shortcut there. You're going to have to explain what are the alleles. So you're going to use words such as homozygous, dominant or recessive, and then, or you might have to use heterozygous. Okay, but when you're doing the phenotypic ratio, you're going to use things like long, short, brown, or black. Okay, so you're actually describing what the organism looks like. Guys, I hope that helps a little bit. And I did give a retry on most of the assignments for those of you who struggled. We'll talk to you later. Bye.